is Sky One, a part of the British Sky Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to Games World. Tonight is cheat night, so please enter the Peep Parlour.
Greetings and welcome to my house of wonderment. Madam Pixel here to serve you up a treat of level selects, tricks and video chicanery. If you've got a particularly nasty problem, step up. My game gurus are here to help.
Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo is far too easy. Is there a way to make it any harder?
Oh, yeah? Tell it to the judge. Right. Go to the option screen and highlight the game level option. Then, rapidly press button A 3 times for a new difficulty level. Arcade mode. Now, if this is too difficult for you, and I suspect it will be, pause the game and press up, up, down, down, L, R, L, R, B, and finally, A. Now, sorry, when you unpause, you'll have the full range of power-ups. This is DCI Mark Hatter saying, get off my manor.
Thank you.
Can I cheat on Sleepwalker on the Amiga?
Sleepwalker, yes. On the title screen, type ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-a-ling-long. Amazing. Anyway, when this works, you should see Lee's nose turn from red to green. Now, press tab during the game to get 9 lives and full energy. Also, pressing return will skip to the next level. They don't call me Duncan. Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Duncan. For nothing. Shut it!
Thank you very much.
Is there a secret room on Tasmania on the Mega Drive?
La 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 la. We mean you! Oh dear, I love that show. And yet, there is a secret room. After jumping over the ice ramps, wait. Pay attention. On the bridge. It will collapse to reveal a secret room filled to the brim with goodies. That's all. I'm off now to perform a very dangerous stunt. I'm going to repeatedly slam my privates in a car door. See ya.
Cheers.
I cannot get anywhere in Phalanx on the SNES. Can I get extra lives?
Oh, you've got a problem with your phalanx. That sounds very nasty. Rightio.
Oh, it's so attractive.
Enter the system configure screen whilst holding down R and start on controller 1.
I can't stop. I'm in a bit of a rush.
Then press L and R on controller 2 to bump up the supply of lives and continues. Chokes away!
Thanks a lot.
I'm stuck on Shadowgate on the NES. Can you tell me where to find the 4th key?
All right, my lover. It's very simple. Yes, go to the banquet hall and burn the carpet. You'll find the 4th key under there. And if you see any roses, tell them I went that way.
Thanks.
Next up is our larger-than-life videator, Mr. Big Boy Barry, here to walk you through that popular game, Super Swiv. Take it away, Big Boy. Oh, Professor Barry's here. You'd better hide your Kit Kats.
OK, I'm back, and this time I've brought a treat for all you blasting fans, because my masterclass is on Super Swiv for the Super Nintendo. Super Swiv is one of the toughest shoot-'em-ups you're ever likely to come across for the Super Nintendo. So here are just a few tips to help you deal with the Guardians. That is, if you can get that far. For the first entry of a Guardian, take out the missile emplacements and select a wide and powerful scatter weapon. Avoid the laser fire and blast the open doorways where the tanks come out. Don't bother shooting the laser, as it just isn't worth the hassle. The rabbit hole guns should be avoided at all costs, and simply blast the guns when the shield's open in sync. Once they're weakened, use a special weapon on each of them to polish it off. The water-bound Guardian isn't too tough at all, but it is tricky to get at. Just slip into the circular fire, avoid the boomerang missiles, and when the sunken fortress rises and turns red, attack it with a special weapon, and then wait for the fireworks. Next we come across the big helicopter. To do this, all you have to do is avoid the rotors and destroy the electric pods for safety whenever you get the chance. Blast the central pod with normal weapons. Don't waste your goodies quite yet. Wait until the pod separates, then let rip, as it is well hard if you only have the bog standard weapons. For the fifth Guardian, build up your ionic weapon, as these split, causing extra damage. Simply avoid the flame and lava, stand close and blast. A walk in the park. At the final encounter, ensure that you have the full Monty of ionic power-ups and blast the shield for whatever it's worth. Ensure that you have the iron gun so you can just sit there all day. Collect the Seacon missiles and let rip. Easy. Alright, that's it, blasting fans. I'm out for the evening, with a supermodel, and I ain't talking about a Vauxhall. I shouldn't really be going out as I got a cold, but hey, you only live once.
Thank you, Ducky. Next is me favourite bit, our Hall of Fame, where we tip our hats to your outstanding moments of video game ecstasy. Get a load of this, lovies.
My name's Tom Harrison Reed, and I'm launching a new challenge for the Hall of Fame on Road Rash 2 on the Sega Mega Drive. I can do the first level using the first bike in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. There are a few main tips you have to use on Road Rash 2 to keep a good time. Firstly, and most obviously, you can't hit anything at all. The slightest brush of a car will completely ruin your time. Secondly, try and avoid most fighting. There are 3 characters in the game that you have to fight. There's Viper, Public Enemy Number 1 and Lawson. The best way to deal with these characters is to obtain a weapon early on and take them out before they take you out. Always keep your eyes on the horizon and watch out for cars. Try and stay on the right-hand side of the road when you're driving. As you're in America, that's the way the cars will be going, and it will give you slightly more time to avoid them. Keep your wits about you, because even when you think you're in the clear at the end of the race, a car can come from anywhere. So that's how it's done. I've done it in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Beat that.
Not bad, eh? Now, remember, if you can beat that or have your own record, let us know at this address and you'll be instantly famous, recognised wherever you go. Well, nearly.
Before the break, we've just got time to slip in a quick tete-a-tete with the game's mistress.
Games Mistress, can I control the bosses on Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga?
Yes, you can, but it's not a simple process. I suppose that's why you need an experienced professional like myself to show you how. Choose any character and play the game as usual. When you get to the boss you want to control, let him kill you. That's right, play really badly and die tragically. Now do the same again and humiliate yourself completely. The object of letting yourself be beaten up so badly is to get back to the character select screen. You'll need to insert this too when you die if you're playing in one-player mode. Right, player 1 should now select Eddie Honda. If everything has been done correctly, you should be unable to choose Ryu at this point. Start to play again, and player 1 should be controlling the boss. There! Don't say I don't spoil you.
What a tough taskmaster that games mistress is. Time for a break now, but we'll be back in a few moments with more tips, cheats and video game action. Don't go away, lovies.
The Peep Parlour. Parlour.
Welcome back, you inquisitive young things. Anyone here with a question for one of my game gurus? Step right up and fire away.
Is there a level select in Bubble Bubble on the NES?
Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Yeah, thank you. I'm Peter Rapscallion. And it's great to be here. Where am I? Great Britain? Yeah, I dig this place. All right, now, this one is for the ladies. On the password screen, enter DDFF1 as your code. This will then allow you to select any level to start on. Thank you. Good night. Have you been drinking, Sonny?
Thanks.
Is there a cheat on Thunder Force 4 in the Mega Drive, please?
Hello there, Detective Chief Inspector DCI, Mike Hatter, on the case. Now, let me take you through the train of events leading up to the incident of the 4th, 4th, 44, 2700 hours. Now, access the options screen and play the game over music. Set your number of lives to 0 and press start. Don't highlight the exit option because the cheat won't work otherwise. Now, keep A held down and choose the order of the first 4 levels with the start button. Confirm your levels and then the cheat mode should be operational. You should have 100 lives per continue, making the game somewhat easier.
Thank you.
I really need some help on the Addams Family on the SNES.
Oh, dear me. This will have to be quick. I've got to deliver this plan to a friend of mine. Anyway, enter as a code BLKX8. Now, head to the music room and wait for the music to start. You can now enter the basement and we'll have 70 extra lives to play with. All right, my lovers?
Thank you.
Thank you, gurus. Well, I've got a bit of a confession. The game's Messiah was supposed to be here now, but he's got into trouble with his dad over some missing loaves and fishes. Never mind. Tony Dolmio has agreed to step in with his rendition of Body Blows on the Amiga. Take it away, Grandmaster.
Hiya! Tony Dolmio, trainee stuntman here, and today, stand-in videator. And I've got some red-hot, tip-top tips for the 1- and 2-player modes of the Amiga's quite tricky beat-em-up, Body Blows. Now, Year 2, a big fat bloke called Doug, a ninja, and a rather lithe young lady called Maria are the first characters you'll spar with. Now, being an expert fighter, I found them a bit of a pushover, so I thought we'd get straight on with the tough nuts. With Cossack, the real beat-em-up action proper begins. Now, Cossack has some very unfashionable facial hair, but don't let that fool you. Wait for him to come to you, then launch in with a quick combination of attack moves. If he tries the old driller killer number on you, give him a mid-punch followed by a mid-stroke low-kick combo. Dan is, fighting-wise, a very similar player to your character Nick, apart from his faster power-ups and rather unfortunate, almost comedically oversized eyebrows. Now, if Dan jumps at you, simply undercut him to daze him, and then give him the old ha! Wah! Hello! Ah!
Get out of here.
Ah, where am I? Oh dear. Oh, sorry, I got a bit carried away there. Anyway, Lorray is your average, everyday, Compton-Garden, boarding, violent, psychopathic monk with a deadly cartwheel attack option. The only way of beating him is a sliding kick or a flying kick, followed by rapid attacks and quickly backing away. This takes time, but if you're too hasty, you'll be history.
Get out of here.
Now, a bit of Tibetan chanting should get you in the mood to take on Junior. Right. Now, the best way to take on Junior is by doing the okey kokey. Jump in, kick, jump out, then shake it all about. The most important thing to remember is not to stay too close for long.
Get out of here.
Now, if Junior is the Eddie Large of the street fighting world, then Mike is the Sid Little. Be careful, because Mike is not only faster, but also uses wind as a secret weapon, which, if you ask me, is rather unsociable. Your best bet is to jump in, attack, block his wind, attack, and jump out again.
Get out of here.
The last two fighters are Max and T-17, but I'm afraid you'll have to face them on your own. Good luck, and remember, mind, body, weapon.
Right. It's about this time every week that I like to field some of your questions myself, particularly anything about the latest video game news, because I do like to keep you up to date. So please, come clean with your queries.
Have you heard anything about the next Street Fighter game?
Of course I have. Apparently, only Ryu and Sagat will survive from the original, meaning there'll be 14 new characters. Oh, and rumour has it, each character will have 5 special moves.
What does Nintendo mean in Japanese?
Well, martial arts expert Tony Dormio says it means aardvark droppings. But there again, he's taken a few too many blows to the head. Next.
Can 4 players play on the Super Nintendo at once?
Oh, you've got 3 friends then. The multi-tap adapter will be launched in September, along with the game Bomberman. Well, that's enough pearls of wisdom from me. The game's mistress is available for a quick session, but be quick, she's got a hot date at the curry house round the corner.
Games Mistress, can you help me find extra lives on Mickey's Magical Quest, please?
Of course I can. But don't get too excited because it's just a quickie. Now, go through the first level and kill the baddie. Once that's done, keep going along the level, then go right where you see that lever. Then jump into the water and swim through the dam. If you carry on, you should see 2 extra lives. I do hope this gives you some pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Games Mistress. Now we'll get an update on our Halls of Fame. So, who's the next young genius?
My name is Robert Nathan, and I'm answering the challenge that was previously set on the Peep Parlour for Tiny Toons. My time is 1 minute 33 for level 1. When there are no enemies on the screen, then this is the perfect time to make your dash. If you are dashing along, however, and a baddie does come on the screen, just jump and he will get a flying kick in his face. The timing of your jumps are essential. If you're dashing along and you come to a platform, make sure you are right on the edge of it. Otherwise, if you are not, you might plummet to your doom. Always be on the lookout for bonuses. If you see a wall that looks decidedly suspicious, run up it. You never know your luck. You might find health hearts or other extra pieces of energy that might aid you in your quest later on. Well, looks like Hampton Pig was expecting me, and just look at that time. There we have it, 1 minute and 33 seconds for the first level. Surely an unbeatable score.
Oh, brilliant. Now remember, if you're better than that, let me know at this address and we'll send round a limo to whisk you down to the Peep Parlour and show you off to your adoring public. Well, you can come on the show. I'm not so sure about the limo. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Before we go, here's His Holiness the Pope. I mean, the game's Messiah, with the final clue of our competition, plus a recap of the previous 3. Oh, can I interest you in a confession, Your Worshipfulness?
Games Messiah here with a recap of the first 3 clues in our present competition. Your brain would have to go blanker not to guess the first clue. The second week's clue probably drove a lot of people round the bend. Clue 3 is an extremely new game that has only just winged its way onto the consoles, so don't let it fox you. And to complete our present competition is the 4th and final clue that will hopefully win you a Super Nintendo with a Super Scope and Street Fighter 2. If you think you know all 4 answers, send them to this address along with, in no more than 15 words, the reason why you watch the Peep Parlour. And remember, even the Games Messiah has a sense of humour.
Right. It's good night for me, Madam Pixel. See you next week for more enlightenment at the usual peeping hour. Ta-ra, loves.
Elisa's first professional design is set for demolition in Family Ties at 11:30. And now on Sky One, we get set for hit drama from Down Under. E Street. Don't go away.